All right, today I'm going to teach you guys the basics of the catch. So catching is very important because it's used in many sports. It's used in football, baseball, basketball, a lot of like backyard sports or like family fun sports requires the catch. So for this first drill, I want everybody to go over to the white bucket and grab a tennis ball. I have a laundry mat ball, but anyway, we'll pretend it's a tennis ball. So there's some different ways to catch a ball. Obviously, if it's above your waist, you don't want to catch it like this. So some critical elements of the catch is to extend your arms out when you catch the ball. That avoids you trying to catch it with your body. When you try to catch it with your body, it could bounce off, and it's harder to catch. So to make it easier on yourself, you're going to extend your arms when you catch the ball. This ensures that instead of the ball meeting you, you meet the ball. So for an overhand catch is anything above the waist. You're going to extend your arms, put your thumbs together, and grab the ball. Okay? And then it's similar for a catch below the waist. Below the waist, though, you're going to put your pinkies together and catch the ball like that. Same idea though, you want to extend those arms and meet the ball instead of the ball meeting you. So for this first drill, just give yourself some room, but we're going to take that tennis ball and we're going to throw it up in the air, okay? Just throw it up in the air to yourself. You can throw it up with one hand or two hands, but just really work on the different kinds of catches. So you can throw it out in front of yourself, make sure you're extending the arms. You can throw it and catch it down low. But we really want to work on extending those arms, meeting the ball, and then the pinkies together or the thumbs together for the different angles. To make it easier on yourself, you can throw the ball not as high up, and vice versa. For a better challenge, you can throw the ball really high up. Just make sure you're under control with it. So if this is too hard for you, you can just transfer the ball kind of in your hand like this. That's going to still get you used to kind of grasping the ball. And then if you need to, you can use the wall. And if you need to, you can just, like I said, transfer it from hand to hand. Okay? So now that we have the concept of catching, the basic concept, let's add another element. So everybody grab a partner. You're only going to need one ball per duo or per partner group. And you're going to stand 5 to 7 yards away from each other. And now, instead of just throwing the ball up to yourself, you're going to underhand toss it to your partner. So this will really work on using the different elements of catching. Now, instead of tossing up to yourself too, it adds a little bit of more challenge with somebody else throwing it to you. Don't throw super hard. Just kind of give a light toss. And then if you really get in the hang of it, you can take some steps back. If you feel like, man, this is really hard, you can get about 2 or 3 yards away from your partner and work on it that way. And then if, like I said, if it's too easy, you can move back, or now you can work on one-handed catching, still using those critical elements. But if it's getting too easy for you, you can do that. The wall is needed. If you need to go back to just throwing it off the wall to catch it, that's completely fine. And then you can even toss the ball against the wall to your partner if that makes it any easier. And then if this is super hard for you and you need help, just let me know and I can come up with some drills for you. One being to just hand the ball to your partner. And it sounds simple, but you can work on just grasping the ball, because that's one of the biggest parts of catching, is just grasping the ball, making sure you have it in your hand. All right? So now moving on to our last drill, our last activity is, instead of staying stationary and just tossing it to each other, now we're going to add some movement into it. So partner one is going to throw the ball, rather overhand or underhand. And once again, you guys will be about 5 to 7 yards away from each other. But partner two now is going to run or walk and try to catch the ball at the same time. So adds another element to it. If you feel like this is too easy, you can go faster. You can also have partner one throw it kind of further so you'll sprint. That could be another challenge if it's too easy. If this is too hard, you can stay stationary again, or you can maybe try walking real slow to catch it. Another thing is you could shuffle side to side, still moving, but your head's not moving around as much as it would be if you were running. Once again, you can use the wall, and then another thing you can do to help is to catch the ball, then you move, or then you run. Okay? So good job, everybody. This is a quick little lesson. But let's see if you guys learned the critical elements of the catch and really understood what I was teaching today. So everybody is going to need one ball again, and you're going to do activity 1 where you throw the ball up to yourself. And then before we leave, I'm just going to ask you guys about the 3 critical elements of catching a ball. So thank you guys.